Hey guys, hold on, let me quick, fix the... Why does this always get out of whack? I don't know what I do wrong. But hey guys, hold on, I'll start in a second. I didn't realize this issue. We did hit 470 though this morning, so thank you, you guys for that. Oh, Ogama? I think Ogama is something like... I'll put them mid-tier, I'll put them C. Like, they're a good yokai, I think, and I love the... Not Ogama, I mean Tsuchigumo. You know, in one of those cases where, like, they're a good yokai, but, like, their shadow side isn't very interesting or it doesn't come into play often. I don't even think their shadow side is in Yokai Watch 4, are they? Because I think they have the original Tsuchigumo and Ogama in Yokai Watch 4. Tababamuro Aishi, yeah, that was it. I think he was really, I really liked his episode, and it was, like, really creepy. I really like him. I really like not only had like his character, but like what he brought out in Natsume in that episode. That was a fun one, so I'll probably put them in B. This is the sign. I forget his name, but the sign boy. I think his episode was meh. It was more like that one was the I feel like with that episode it was less about the yokai and more like the dynamic between Michi and Komajiro, but I don't really like his. He doesn't seem like a great yokai. I'm pretty sure he's in Yokai Watch 4, right? Unless I'm thinking of something else. And he's not really one I would look favorably upon, but again, kind of average, so I'll put them in C. Seiryu, right? This is Seiryu, right? Seiryu is another one of those. I mean, it's another one of those average characters for me, where I couldn't really get invested in them, but I feel like they're important enough to not rate them lower, so I'll put them in C again. Vortiboncho, on the other hand, I'm going to put in B. I really liked his episode. That was a good start to the episode, especially with his backstory, which I'm not going to spoil here, but I really liked it. You know what? I'm going to put him in A. I really liked his episode, and I really like his character. His design is kind of standard, but, you know, that happens sometimes with Shadowside yokai. They're usually... Too many of them are just, like, humanoids with slightly altered designs. In my opinion, some of them are not the greatest. But, yeah. Kubarikuma, another one of those where I don't really know much. I don't really like the character. Not that I don't really know much. But that I don't really like and you don't really get to see them much, so I'm probably gonna rate them D. Benkei, another one of those like average ones where I don't really, I'm not really too fond of his character. I mean he can be kind of funny. I'll rate him above Seiryu, just for that reason. But Mera Merayan seems like he's not really a character I'm very fond of. But I will give them the fact that they altered his personality a bit from his 2010 form, which is kind of a problem I have with Shadowside. When the yokai don't really change, and I mean, of course I like them to have parallels to their old self, but if they change too much, it's just meh. So I like to hit that perfect balance of being reminiscent of the original characters, and also taking on this new persona, because they are technically new characters. But I feel like Mera Madayan is just a meh example of that. Fubuki Hime, I feel like, is in a similar situation. She really doesn't get that down as well. Chari, on the other hand, is such a charming character. I want to put him with A with Vortiboncho as well. I don't want to rate him too highly, but Chari is just so charming. He's just I love the, even though it's just a bike, I really love the design. And this is like really the wacky side of Yokai Watch that I kind of missed in Shadowside. What's her name? I don't remember her name, but the chocolate princess from the one episode. I didn't really like her episode. Not only was it, I think that's the last one I watched, because that was the last one that was subbed, right? She's just kind of meh. I don't know about you, but I love Shibuya and Ken. I think this was a good a good balance of not only like taking the original character and putting this twist on them, but still having them like their parallels. I think his backstory is actually Shibumen Ken, the same as Shibumen as Inkamen Ken too. For those of you who don't know, Shibumen Ken is the Shadowside Inkamen Ken, or Dan Doodle, or whatever. I'm not sure if they're the same. I'm pretty sure Jibanyan is the only, and Jibanyan and Whisper are the only yokai that are the same. But the fact that he has that same backstory and it just took a total turn from, you know, what the original 2010 version was. Wait, Doketsu. You know I love the Oni clan just so much. But especially, I really like Doketsu. Not only is his stats are like really good in Yokai Watch 4, he's my main attacker in Purr Busters. Fight me. But yeah, we're gonna put him in S. Doketsu is great. Enma, again, has a similar problem to these two, where he's just too samey. But, I do kind of like his... I like Shadowside Enma for other reasons, with, like, Forever Friends. So, I'll probably put him high C, in this context. If we're counting Forever Friends, this version of Enma, you know what, I'll put this version of Enma in B, just because Forever Friends. Filmin is one of those characters where I'm just like, they're an okay yokai. I'm gonna put them in C. I really like the episode with Filmin, and the whole concept with that, and how it, and then how they used Suzaku in that one. I think that was great. Fudomyo Boy, I don't like what they did with Fudomyo Boy. I think he's way too obnoxious. I mean, I'll put him above Filmin, just because I think the dynamic with him and Junior is cute. But besides that, he's not really a character I could get behind. Furukawa, I believe I put him in the thumbnail. But Furukawa is just one of those lovable idiot ones, and I like the episode where he gets the food order I can. And how we did try to do it. I think he's cute. I like him. I'm gonna put him in B. Goemon, the thing with the Kenma is, like, I didn't really feel much of an attachment to any of the Kenma, because they were mainly just used as weapons. They weren't really developed characters. We didn't really have any backstory behind the Kenma. So the Kenma, for me, are not, you know, as lovable, so, I'll put him right next to, Goemon. Because, or Benkei, I mean. I'll put Goemon right next to Benkei, because they are in a similar situation. Okay. Hum. Again, one of those yokai I have some experience with, but, yeah, and I don't know too much about, but he's so cute, I have to put him in C tier. That's just the facts. That's just the rules. Hana-chan, I feel like that episode was really creepy, and it really nailed the ambiance of Shadowside, and I really like, it was very it was kind of disturbing, not gonna lie. So, I'll probably put her high C. I really like her as a character. I really liked her episode. Sunny is another mech character for me. I'll put them above Kubari. I'll put them low C. I'll put them low C. Above Ham. But like the only she only really changes the weather, right? That's it. So she's not really much of an interesting character. We don't really get much backstory for her, if I remember. Hongemoro Taisho. Now this is one of the earlier yokai, one of the first ones we've seen. I'm gonna put again. I feel like I'm putting a lot in low C, but a lot of these are like average characters. I think he was an alright character. He was an alright episode. He had alright intentions. Himoji, again, in a similar situation, where they're not too appealing of characters, and they're not too different from their original 2010 form, to Mera and Fubuki Hime. I hate putting my girl Fubuki Hime that low on the list, but still, she's just not something I'm very into. Ikari is just so cute, and I love I believe I have his arc somewhere around here, but I love the contrast of him as I'll put him in B. I love the contrast of his character, and also his intentions were very cute in that episode. The fox, I don't remember her name. I'm gonna put this one in F. I didn't like her in that episode. She was the one who was like haunting the Ouija board. Yuribo is one of my favorite yokai. He's very cute in his light side form. But Yuribo is probably one of those I'm gonna rate like high C. I'll put them below Hana-chan, because I feel like Hana-chan was just like an infinitely better character. And Jibanyan is one of those yokai which I feel like they did change enough about him to warrant them being a different character. And I really like Jibanyan's contrast to personality in Shadowside. So I'm gonna rate them below Ikari. Santa Claus F. Low D. I'll just give Santa Claus low D. Don't take that out of context. But yeah, I don't really, I don't really like Santa Claus in this zone. Like, he had good intentions, but it was just, meh. He was not good as a character. Ginsei, I am very frustrated with this character. I know a lot of people like Ginsei, but I just feel like he was way too annoying, and he was way too clingy for me to ever feel attached. Especially for one of the early episodes, I feel like they didn't do a good job rounding out his character too well. They just made him so abrasive. So I'm gonna put him in F. Junior, the moment we've been waiting for, is, from what I know, I think it's going to be our only Z tier. He's such a cute character. He's just so he's giving me such a jerk sometimes, and I love it. Yeah, I love Junior. Zhao Kaira, I'm gonna put in a similar... Where did I put Enma? For context? I'm gonna put him in a similar situation. Actually, no. I'm gonna put him above... I'll put him above... Up the Fudonbyo. Again, I feel like his character wasn't... I feel like his character wasn't good enough for... I feel like they didn't change it enough, and plus he wasn't prominent enough in Shadowside. Karurin is another one of those where I just... I think they're okay, but I don't really need to say that they're bad, but I don't think they're the best, really, so I'm gonna put them in D. Kurin, I'm gonna put him in a... That's his name, right? I don't remember. Again, he's an important character, so I'm probably gonna put him at the end of here. This is where the important characters are that I don't really care about, but I think had a good impact, but they're just not ones that I'm really attached to. I'm gonna put them at the end of C here. Komajiro, I don't like him. I don't like him. He's too much. Like, you could argue Junior is annoying. I just don't really like his as annoying. He's so annoying in the series. I'll put him like in the similar situation of its Fox. So I really don't like Komajiro in this series. Komasura, again in a similar situation to Furukawa. I'll put them above all of them because I think. Actually, no. I'll put them above Himoji because I think his character was really not balanced out too well. Like, I think they didn't really give him a personality. Same thing with Bushinyan. When we get to him, I feel like they made a similar mistake with him. They didn't really give him a unique personality in Shadowside. Koma-san, I feel like, again, was also a very unique contrast to his original character. So I'll put him like below. I'll put him above Kaira. Or actually no, I'll put him above Yuribo. Not him. Koma-san. I'll put him above Yuribo. I love Koma-san's character. He's still like mellow and relaxed in this series, and it feels like a different character while still having his original roots. Choki is another one of those characters I don't really care for, so I'm gonna put him in Karurin in D tier. QB, I feel like he's a nice... I feel like I want to put him above him, but not too much, so I'm gonna put him above Benkei QB, because I feel like they changed him enough to make him a new character, but he's still, you know, kind of irritating what they did with him. So Dr. Chameleon is another one of those basic shape-shifting characters, so I feel like I'm gonna put them along with like Hungame. I'm gonna put them... I think their motives were like meh. So I'm gonna put them high D. Oh, Lucky, you were talking about. But again, I think he was one of those cute characters, but he was kind of basic in my opinion. I'll put him above Sunny. I'll put him above Sunny. Michi, of course, has to go in Z tier, obviously. He's like the best character. maybe I'm exaggerating a bit there. I'll put him in S. I'll put him S above Doketsu. But yeah, he's a great character. Ongaikyo, in a similar situation to Mera Menayan Fubukihime Komasura, but even less so. And wasn't very useful in the anime, so that was fun. The tree from the Christmas episode. I forget the context behind this one. I mean the name for this one. But this one is just great. I love the Christmas episode in this one, and I love the motivation behind it. I really love the backstory, so I'm probably gonna put them above Yoribo, behind Koma-san. Mush Baba was another interesting one that we got from the earlier part of Shadowside. Again, the whole mushroom barber haircut is not my thing, so I'm probably I like the Jack the Ripper element of them though. Like I think that was a fun thing to do. So I'm gonna put him like probably below Kyra, above Fudomyo Boy. Tsuchinoko is another one of those where it's like I feel like I said this in my K5 art video that's coming up. Is it coming up? No, I think that one comes out in October. But I was saying I really like what they did with Tsuchinoko with the good luck, bad luck kind of ordeal. So I'm gonna put him like right above Mush Baba here. Pakun is Kyuto and Biro. You're absolutely right. You know, we'll just get Pakun out of the way right now, and we'll make him we'll put him below Jimani. We'll put him low B, because I don't want to rank him too highly, but he does deserve that for that lay epic cuteness factor. Yoshitsune, or not Yoshitsune, Omatsu, I feel like goes in a similar situation to the Kenma, but I'll put Omatsu above Benkei. Whatever this Oni was called, I think was a decent character that was somewhat relevant to the plot, but I wasn't really into them, so I'll put them low C. Onimaru. If these guys are gonna go high, I'll probably put them. Again, I'll put them above Pakun, low B. Because the Onimaru are just so cute, and I love their place in the Shadowside story. I wish they came up a little more often, but great characters either way. So Oni King Rasen is just another one of those overpowered villains. I hate when Yokai Watch does this, but they always have like an extremely overpowered villain, and like that's it. Like there's no clever ways to beat them. And this one, the tarantula one, whatever, the one that was inspiriting Ayame. I forget the name, but I'm gonna put them in A. I really like that episode. And I really like the twist, especially when we finally found out what was happening. High A. When we finally found out what was up with Ayame-san after all those episodes where she was acting the way she was. Ryotan, again, is one of those situations where they just made his character worse. They just made him angry. So I'll put them above Ungaikyo compared to the 22 version. So I'll put them above Ungaikyo, below Himoji. Unchikuma. I just love Unchikuma in the series. I'm probably going to rate them like higher B. I'll put them above Enma in this regard. Because I just love his personality in the Shadowside. And I like how matter-of-fact he is. I just love it so much. Romonyon Double. I hate it. Not as much as Komajiro though. Or this one. But less than Ginsei. So Romonyon Double O is not even a Nyan, so that's like the first problem here. Second of all, he's just not as likable as the other ones, and you know, the lore, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the lore explains not only why he's not Nyan, but why in the future he's Robonyon Double and not Robonyon Frère. If it does, I'm sorely mistaken. I'm so sorry. she again was one of those characters I wasn't really fond of, but so I'm gonna put them in low D. Semimaru, again in that situation, I don't really like him as a character. Death is okay. Again, one of those structurally important characters. Actually, I was gonna say I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but I don't really like him. But I'm gonna put him above Robonyon Doblo. Here I am. Bushinyan, again, one of those cases where they didn't change them enough from the original 2010 version, so I'm just gonna throw them. Shuten Doji. Again, the Oni clan I love, especially Shuten Doji, so I'm gonna put him in S, above Doketsu. Yeah. The dancing trio, what's their name? This one, Sebu-chan, Sebu-san, Mekabu-chan, Wakame-kun. That was it. These ones, again, I feel like they made them worse than their 2012 equivalent, so I'm going to put them at the end of that list. All three of them, because they're all pretty much the same. Actually, except for Mekabu-chan. Mekabu-chan, I think she was kind of creepy in this one, and I really like that, so I'm going to put her in the same situation as, what's her name? This one is an I don't know. That's one I must have missed. So I don't know what that one is. Soranaki, I feel like Soranaki was okay in Shadowside, so we're gonna put them mid B. Above Ikari, I feel like they used them a lot better in Shadowside. Especially from what I told Gakuen. They kind of mistreated him, but I feel like he felt like a real antagonist here with the Soranaki virus. Like, he was actually a good antagonist throughout the series. Suzaku, I think he's an alright character. I'll probably put him high C. He's a pretty average character in my opinion. He doesn't really have much of a personality to call his own that I can, you know. Dodomon, again, one of those yokai I'm kind of meh about. Their stories are kind of meh, so I'll put them in here. Ogama, I'm going to put in a similar situation to Tsuchinoko, again, good yokai, but I feel like they didn't really do much with them in Shadowside. Horseboy, I feel like I like his story a lot better than some of the other ones up here, so I'm gonna put them up with I'm gonna put them high D, actually low C with Doctor, above the Oni. There we go. I think that's a good place for them. This isn't a controversial opinion, but I'm gonna act like it is. Orochi in Shadowside was just meh. I feel like the jacket and the motorcycle didn't really fit his character, and the Shadowside was just kind of lazy. So he's a badly designed character. But not as bad as these two. So I'm gonna put them between Robonyon Dobro and Death. Whisper, on the other hand, I think they finally found I think they kind of toned him down a bit too much from his original 2010 form, which I don't really like. So I'm gonna put him low C because I don't want to lope him in with being as bad as, you know, these examples over here. But I feel like they made his. I feel like he was kind of annoying in 2010, but I feel like they scale back his personality traits too much to where he's more of just like a punching bag now. Yoshitsune, I'm gonna put with the other, again, I think this is my favorite of the Kenma, but still, they're a Kenma, so they aren't really developed characters with full stories. Nyorarihon, I'm gonna put, probably with Zhao Kaira. I liked him kind of being a villain at the one point, so I'll probably put him like above Seiryu, because I really liked how they did him in Shadowside. And then finally, we can end this with ZUN-DON-MAAAAAAAARRRRUUUUU. ZUN-DON-MAAAAAAAAAARRRRRUUUUU. I feel like you all know where this is going, but he is going to go into the Z category, or Z, because he is one of the best Shadowside characters. I mean, look at him. You can't deny you can't deny him there. He's just... If you haven't watched Shadowside, I strongly recommend you watch the ZUN-DON-MAAAAAAAAARRRRRUUUUU episode just to see how great this character is. Trust me, you'll know right away. Or alternatively, if you played Yokai Watch 4 and you got ZUN-DON-MAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA lead you to believe that, but I feel like, again, he's a great character, and you'll see why. We are done with the Shadowside tier list, and we are done with the final stream before school starts and for the next few months. Wow. Remember, we're down to 1 video a week, Tuesdays at 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m., and the next one will be a Gakuen video this Tuesday. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, my lonely watchers.